A very important subject and an area that I often get asked about is how do I take care of my Navajo weaving and what's appropriate to do with it, not appropriate to do with it. Well, let's just start with hanging. That's a very basic quality of what you're going to do. First of all, not all weavings have to be hung. Now, if they're made as a Navajo rug, they're very strong, they have a very high tensile strength because the early rugs were all hand woven and hand spun. They can be used on the floor. If you're going to use them on the floor, it's best to have a small pad underneath them. This is for two reasons. One is just for your own safety, so you don't trip and slip on a weaving on a floor. But two, it also helps cushion, and if you do step directly with, let's say, a high heel on one of the warps, it's less likely to break. Generally, you can keep a rug on the floor for decades, and it's going to do fine. It's good not to have direct light coming in on it, but you can just turn the rug periodically, and you can even vacuum. If you do use a vacuum, the best way is with a hand vacuum, but quite frankly, in our own home we use a regular vacuum, but we're very careful not to grab the corners of the tassels. Now, if you're going to hang it on your weaving on the wall, what I suggest to do is Velcro. What you can use is the portion of the Velcro that has the hooks. Put this on the wall, and then the textile itself can act as the sticky portion. Again, it's important never to put the Velcro, the sticky portion of the Velcro, onto the weaving. I've actually seen this done where people thought, well, I'll just take some pre-adhesed Velcro, open it, put it on the back of the rug and hang it that way. Never put sticky, gluey things on weavings, ever. It's hard to get off and it's a problem. But you can use the hook formation of the Velcro and use this with the rug itself. The key on this, again, is to make sure that you work the wool into the Velcro so it really sticks. It's not a good idea to use nails to hang up textiles. Well, if you're gonna do it, and I know even I've done this on more than one occasion, the key there is to make sure you don't hit one of the warps. The warps are the foundation thread of the textile, and if you hit this, you can break it and you'll hurt your weaving. The other part that you can use, and I've seen this, is where hand stitch back is put, where you can make a sleeve. The sleeve is a great way to hang the textile. It's a little cost and time prohibitive, but if you have a very valuable weaving, it's really a great way to go. The one negative is, if you do that, it's very hard to turn the rug without doing it on both sides. But if you're going to hang a textile and it does have a sleeve, it's probably best to try to avoid any direct sunlight. Again, direct sunlight on a Navajo weaving is never a good idea, even a natural one, because you can fade it. A little light's okay, but if it's like here in Arizona, direct light coming on the westward window is never a good idea on a Navajo weaving. These are a few tips on Navajo and hanging.